Hey, Creatively Lisamarie back again with another video. That's Creatively Lisamarie here on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. I did an actual unboxing and first impressions of what I'm about to show you in this video, which I'm so excited about, on my Instagram page. So if you want to head over to my Instagram page and give me a follow at Creatively Lisamarie, you will be able to scroll down on my Instagram page and see where I unboxed and my first impressions of my very first 5-year diary from Sterling Ink. So I did show some different items in my unboxing during that weekly Instagram live of what I have here and my ideas of how I'm going to use it and whatnot. So I have a bunch of information over there already, but I also wanted to do a YouTube video showing this as well, and I've made some changes since that unboxing. So this is going to be a constant work in progress that I will probably update as I can along the way. And I just wanted to show you what I have put together to get ready to be able to start at the beginning of January 2024. So I need to get this video done so that I can start doing whatever I need to get ready, decorating and otherwise, and then I'll do an updated video again with more information as I progress. So this cover is a cover I got from Dusk and Rose Stationery. I will have her shop linked in the description. She is amazing. I love her shop, love her products, and I could get a different cover to go with this, but I already had this and I really wanted the snap closure, and I really love this cover, so I'm just going to work with it. Now, it came as a rings cover, so we removed the rings, and this is why I have this paper back here. So this paper is actually, oh, you know what, instead of taking that out, it actually fit in there perfectly. I didn't even have to cut this, y'all. Like, look at that. It has a little extra room. It almost looks like an extra storage pocket. You can see where the ring was. So I had told people when I unboxed this cover, because I've gotten other covers from her that had rings, once we took the rings off, my idea was to just put decorative paper back here, and I can change it from season to season. I could put vellum and acetate back here, or I could put vellum or acetate over the cardstock. There's so many different options, and these are all from Planners Anonymous, by the way. So I have these other papers here already that I was thinking would go really good in here. So I know it's brown on the outside, it's like this pretty pink on the inside, and then my actual 5-year diary is the dark forest green color with the gold gilded pages, which I heard was a magical combination, and I couldn't agree more. I love being able to close this and seeing the gold gilded. Another thing to note about this cover is that there are 2 pen loops, although I don't really need to have 2 different fountain pens with me. I have one of my favorite fountain pens in here, which ironically enough is actually a fountain pen I got from Amazon for $15. If anybody wants the link for this, just reach out to me and I can give it to you. And they have different colors. I absolutely love it. I put teal ink in it, which is my favorite color, if you couldn't tell. Oh, I'm getting off track. So these were the other papers that I pulled out to possibly use to switch out if I want. The reason most of it is book related, as you can see, is because my focus, or one of my big goals for 2024 and my word of the year, is healing. And part of that healing journey is going to be getting back into reading. And the reading, I want to do all different types of reading because I created my own home library. I'm an avid reader. I usually read mystery and true crime, thriller, but I also love memoirs, and I'm trying to broaden my horizons when it comes to reading. So I wanted to read different things about healing, doing the healing journey, because 2023 was mostly focused on boundaries, and I've done really good with it, I feel like, for not ever setting boundaries. This is my first time doing it at 43 years old. And like I've told people, it's very lonely and it's not fun, and unfortunately, you know, having to focus on yourself means you have to cut out a lot of your life, or a lot of stuff in your life, to, you know, protect your peace and your mental health and your sanity. And it's amazing how much we allow others to take our energy from us and just take from us in general. And so in part of that, going through all that in 2023, and I will continue to have to go through working on boundaries, I figured 2024 I could focus on healing in line with the boundaries. And I just feel like that would be like a really good way to hopefully progress forward in having a more healthy outlook on life and mindset, and help reduce my anxiety. I have debilitating anxiety. I would love to get to the point where I'm not taking anxiety pills twice a day. They're very low dosage. I talk about it all the time on my Instagram page, but I never used to have to take them before, and I just have a lot of changes going on in my life medically, and things I can't control, and then home life, and, you know, work stuff and family stuff, and I'm just trying my best to try and navigate that constantly, every day, all the time, without like burning myself out. So anyway, I wanted to try this 5-year diary because, well, one main focus or goal for me in 2024 is to do something creative every day. That's like one main goal. So I felt like one way to achieve that in a very quick and easy way was to complete something like this, and I'll show that more here in a second. So I've got the papers that I showed you. I showed you my one favorite pen so far. Oh, I forgot to mention these papers are double-sided from Planners Anonymous, but I wouldn't be using these sides. But if I wanted to use a pretty acetate to go over one of the plain sides here, that could be pretty back here. And basically this whole page just slid in behind the book, so I didn't even have to cut it down or anything. They just fit perfectly. And I'm almost tempted to take this one out and put this one in, but then I'd be covering, because see how it's green, like the journal? I could flip it around like this and do it upside down, but then I'd be covering this coffee, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I think this would actually be a good cover for something. Anyway, so those were the papers, and then the pens, like I said, I have my my new pen bag here from Shine Sticker Studio, which has this gorgeous keychain attached to it with my star on it. And this is double-sided, so I'm using this bag for all of my fountain pens, so I can have them handy for writing in my 5-year diary. Now, there's a couple pens here that, this one, I don't even remember it being able to use it. Like, I don't have any, I tried to use it and like, there's no ink. And I just bought it, so I don't remember even being able to write with this at all. This one is from Amazon, and this one isn't bad either. It's funny, the two I got from Amazon I actually love, except for these two. I do not like these two at all. These have, I filled them up again to try them again, but so far I have not liked those at all. Like I said, this one was good, and these are supposed to be really good, and they're expensive. I got one as a Christmas present, one as a birthday present, but these are also kind of like my least favorite, shockingly. This one's not bad. It's just kind of short. Like, I didn't realize how small it was, and I like, the way I write is kind of hard and fast, so I like having something longer to write with. But this one isn't too bad. And of course I love that it's teal. But my favorite pens out of anything that I have so far as fountain pens, is, like I said, this cheap one I got from Amazon for 15 bucks. And then my, I say Eco Twisby. I don't know if it's Twisby Eco, which way you're, I think it's Twisby Eco. I am obsessed with this pen. I have this gorgeous berry color in here right now. And like I said, I have teal in here. These are some of my favorite inks. And this, I'll probably end up using this one quite a bit. But since January, like I said, is my birthday month, I'm going to use teal to start this diary. But I think I'm going to alternate. So the good news is that these are flexible and stretchy. So I can actually fit my Twisby in here as well, even with the snap. So that's super exciting. So I'm going to keep, basically, I'm going to have this pen bag near me, you know, downstairs. I'm probably going to keep this downstairs with me so I can try to use it every day, so it's in front of me every day so I can write in it. And like, if I know I'm going to be really busy at night or not feeling it or feeling well, then I'm going to try and do something during the day. I just want to do at least one thing throughout the day in this diary journal, no matter what it is. And when I say no matter what it is, what I mean is that even if I don't end up writing anything, because who says you have to write something? Like say January 14th, I don't have time, or I forgot, or I just got super busy. If I didn't have time to write something, then I could just do a pen test, or I could put a couple stickers here that I wanted to use that day, or some washi tape and stickers. Just something. Just anything to be creative. The thing that, I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but the thing that I really, really love about the concept of this is that it's a small space. So my hand cramps up real bad if I write too much, which is why I don't write a ton every day, journaling like crazy, because I can barely write for very long without my hand hurting really, really bad. And arthritis, my mom and my aunt both have it real bad. I don't know if it's hereditary. It's not so bad I can't write, but I just can't write long. So the perfect thing, I think, for this concept of what I want to do is, like I said, there's just a very limited amount of space. Even if I couldn't write that day, like my hand hurts or something, if I wanted to write, I could just write one line for that day, and then I could put a sticker or just leave it as the one line. Like, obviously I can do whatever I want. One other thing that I am obsessed about, and I'll just point it out now, is the fact that Catherine from Sterling Ink put in this month and the day and the font she used for it. I'm just so stoked that I don't have to worry about dating this at all. Now, I'm starting it in 2024. I have heard that people will use multiple spaces and turn it into a 3-year diary or 2-year diary, whatever. I'm going to try and do the 5 years because, like I said, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I'm just going to plan for that. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I did with it, but why don't I have it with me? Oh, did I put it back here? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, like I said, I already unboxed this. But another reason why I ordered it that I thought was really cool... I'm going to start getting this dirty already. Another reason why I ordered this from Sterling Ink is she included the stamps for the years. And I believe this font actually matches this font pretty well. And I wanted to do this video because I wanted to go through and stamp this ahead of time. And I was thinking of stamping it with teal ink because, like I said, that's my favorite color. But then, honestly, to be honest with y'all, I don't want to put the year. Like, I've seen other people do it and it's okay, but it's like people that do it that have the really pretty handwriting and make it look like scroll work, and it's kind of big numbers and that takes up a good space. But I don't want that to take up so much space since it's already such a small space. And I'm not doing this to show everybody, to like be like, oh, look how pretty my 5-year personal diary journal is. So I didn't get this to show off on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that. Like, that's not my goal in this whatsoever. So I'm not obsessed with the idea of having to have the year here and making it look like vintage old scroll work from some like lost piece of paper that Nicolas Cage from National Treasure is going to find someday and be like, oh, what does this mean? Like, I mean, yeah, it would be nice if I could write that way, but I'm not. And I could use the stamps, like I said, and I've seen people use the stamps. I'll probably try it out at least, you know, maybe 1 week and see if I like it. But I'm not obsessed with the idea of every day having the stamp for the year, because I know what year I'm writing in. And I can just put the notes in the beginning that everything on the top line is for year 2024. Like, I know that, so I'm going to keep these in the back here. That's another thing about this cover is it's got this pocket back here, and then I can put stuff back here still. And then I can put stuff right here where the paper is. And then real quick, I just put, even though it's not I'm starting this in January, but I put this in here. This is actually from Villa Beautiful. I had their cards for the monthly cards, and it just looks so pretty in here. And then for January, I have this from Growing Modestly, and it actually says the first chapter, which, you know, I'm focusing on reading. It would be my first chapter in here, and I could even use it as a bookmark as a reminder for January. And I have these in gray, white, and this pink color for the whole year for every month. So I could use these as my bookmarks for each month. So I just think that's a lot of fun. So I just put that here for now. I don't know if I'm definitely using it that way. And then this actually came from Sterling Ink. I don't remember if it came with this one or not. I've gotten a couple things from them recently. I think this did come with this one. And then I got some stickers too from her. And then this is actually from Planners Anonymous, as well as the paper, like I said. And I thought this would also be a pretty, it's supposed to be like a washi card, I think, but I thought that would also be a pretty bookmark. And then I could actually decorate it if I want to. So I'm not sure how I'm using everything yet, but this is just some stuff I threw together that I thought was pretty. So I still have to do like the name page and stuff. Well, I don't have to, but I could do that here. This piece of paper is really thin though, so I'm thinking of doing it here and then decorating, putting something here. I might use another paper actually and put that here. I might do a washi. That's one of my goals for 2024. I know that sounds stupid, but I've never done a washi dashboard, and I thought that'd be really cool. Okay, so when you open it though, you get the blank pages here, and then this thinner page where it says 5-year diary, and then more blank pages, which is nice to... Okay, my video cut off, so I gotta... Okay, I don't think y'all missed anything. I was just saying that the blank pages here in the beginning, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These would be good for like a vision board, some kind of indexing. There's a couple other different ways I can think of, just decorating it in general. Oh, putting my word of the year. Like I said, my word of the year is healing, so maybe putting that here and doing like a vision board of that. I could do like multiple vision boards. And then this is the monthly page, or like a dashboard page for each month. And okay, so I had this idea that if there's a day within a month where I don't have anything in particular I want to write that day, or if I'm in a hurry and I just want to write something, I was thinking I could actually write some prompts in here for that month. So I can write them really small, so I could probably fit 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably fit at least 4 or 5 different prompts right here to do for January 2024. So if, like, say on January 14th again, I don't know what to write in that day, or I get some time in the day to write something, and I think that's the only time I'm going to have to write. I can flip to here if I'm like can't think of anything to write in particular. I can flip to here and just pick one of the prompts and answer it. And if I number it, I can just put what number I'm answering, so I don't have to rewrite the question and waste the space. Another idea is with that monthly and in the answer section, both alike, I can use the note pages back here to reference. She has page numbers down here. So say on that January 14th, I wanted to write more than what was allotted in that box. I could say at the end of that box, I could just write 415 or page 415, and then I'm going to know to flip to 415 to see more of what I wrote to go with January 14th. And then also, in accordance with that as well, if I want to make more prompts for January or any other month, I can also do the same thing where I go to page 385. I write 385 down here real small, or page 385, and then on page, not 385, that still has dates on it, 435, I could go to page 435 and I could write out more prompts to use for that month. So that is my idea. Another idea I had is, instead of coming up with something to write each day, one month I might just go in ahead of time and fill in prompts for each day. So that way when I open it, I'll just answer that prompt. So that's another idea. And then, like I said, if I miss a day for whatever reason, I can go in and put in stickers, swatch some washi, just do something decorative with it, color it in, doodle, sketch, whatever, as long as it's something. So my hope is to fill this out throughout the year. The pages are absolutely beautiful. It lays flat. The font is fantastic. I love the grid. I love dot grid and everything. Not grid, graph. I love dot grid, but I'm really into graph lately. Like, it's some of my favorite, especially for something like this. And I talked about more stuff that I could do in here during my weekly Instagram live. I covered quite a bit when I showed this, actually, and I inspired other people to do it too. I mean, some people were already gonna do it and then they set theirs up, and then some people ended up buying from Sterling Ink from me talking about this, which I wasn't even trying to influence anybody or anything, but that's my idea. So if you've done a 5-year diary or journal before, let me know in the comments if you have any tips or suggestions or advice or what you think about it. This is what the last page, it just has the 5-year diary designed by Sterling Ink. So I can decorate these pages back here as well, and this page, and I can take it out and do that page as well. I'm not really going to focus on that. I'm just going to let things kind of come together as they are, but I did want to, like, possibly like set up my name and stuff like that and get like the front part decorated and figure out like the vision board and the healing word of the year thing, that kind of stuff, if I can, as time allows. I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure on myself, but like I said, I want to be ready to go. I got to get some prompts. I want to go ahead and get that in. So hopefully with the way this is set up, since it's predominantly going to be writing, I'm assuming this cover will be good enough with the snap. Even if I put stickers or washi in a day here and there, that's my hope. I can always get a bigger cover if I need to. But that is my idea so far. I'm super excited about this. Oh my gosh. And I know a lot of people say they like to do this just to be able to reference back, you know, in previous years what they did. I'm not... That's actually, I'm probably the only one in the world that's not my focus, or what I don't really care about that per se. I literally am just happy to do this throughout the year, being present in this year as much as possible, and doing something at least once a day. Because there have been days where, like for my rep spreads, because I do so many different rep teams and stuff, where I just don't have the energy to post a rep spread that day. So I don't feel like I got to do something creative, even though I might have helped a lot of people in the community, or I might have shared stuff in my stories or talked about stuff. I didn't actually hand to paper do something myself creative for me. But I feel like with this, I can achieve that each day, and that's my goal. So let me know what you think. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Put them in the comments. Oh, another thing I was going to say, let me know if there's any other fountain pens that I should try. Because I showed you my favorite fountain pen, so I'm obviously not like super duper knowledgeable about fountain pens. Oh, and I do prefer only a medium nib. I haven't tried bold yet. I haven't tried an extra fine or a fine nib. So I might like them, but because of the way I write, I've noticed the medium is better. So anyway, if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. Reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. I hope you all enjoyed this video about my 5-year diary from Sterling Ink. I hope to see you all in my next video. And I hope you all are doing well, and take care. Bye.